be damned. You're not going to feel your hamstring, right? And the reason is because the lives of your family are more important than the injury of your hamstring. And so when the game is more important than the injury itself, you don't feel that damn injury. Not at that time.
He ruptures his Achilles tendon. Then he says to me, so I reach back there and try to pull it back down. I said, no, it doesn't work that way. He goes, yeah, I know. He goes, I've been trying to walk on my heel to see if I could run on my heel, see if I could play that way. I said, it don't work that way. He goes, well, can we go in the back and maybe you could tape it up? I could finish the game. I said, it doesn't work that way either. I said, let's shoot the free throws, but it's up to you if you want to shoot. I'm shooting them. Okay. I've talked to him. To this day, pretty much, it was a shot at Paul Pierce when he played.
He walked
Celtics.
off. Yeah, and was he wheelchaired
took
off?
a wheelchair off the court and then came back and kicked our tails the rest of the game. So that was the message that he was sending to everybody in the league, and it was sent loud and clear.
It's 3:30 a.m. My foot feels like dead weight. My head is spinning from the pain meds, and I'm wide awake. Forgive my venting, but what's the purpose of social media if I won't bring it to you real, no image? Feels good to vent, to let it out. To feel as if this is the worst thing ever. Because after all the venting, the real perspective sets in. There are far greater issues and challenges in the world than a torn Achilles. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Find the silver lining and get to work with the same belief, same drive, and same conviction as ever. One day, the beginning of a new career journey will commence. Today is not that day. If you see me in a fight with a bear, pray for the bear.
What have you learned about yourself through these 20 years of being in the NBA?
Wow. What I've learned is to always keep going. Always. There's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
We were in Vegas for the start of training camp, and we were getting ready for the Olympics in Beijing. We're going to head to Beijing. And I wanted to establish myself as a young leader on the team by waking up bright and early, day one. So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise. I get out of bed. I put on my gear and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there with ice packs on his knees, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out. He had just played in the finals days earlier. Meanwhile, I'd been off for months and I was still exhausted. What he had done that morning was incomprehensible to me. That dedication he had only days after falling short of an NBA championship. That taught me something I've